Hey dudes, Hardcore Kid here. Hardcore enough to review kid stuff. And happy Hardcore Christmas, one and all!
Merry Christmas, I don't wanna fight tonight. Merry Christmas, I don't wanna fight tonight. Merry Christmas, I don't wanna fight tonight.
It's that time once again where we sit back by the fire, drink some hot cocoa, and enjoy a good wholesome Christmas movie. And what better Christmas movie to review this season?
Hey you!
Oh, let me guess. That guy with the fedora, right?
No, I'm the Nostalgia Kid.
Oh, the Nostalgia Kid, of course. Why didn't I think of that name?
So I just watched your top 10 worst Christmas movies video and I liked it very much. But you kinda made a mistake.
Oh, that's preposterous. I never make mistakes. Remember on that list when I said that Home Alone 3 was a Christmas movie? And they said, no, it all takes place in January. Yeah, right.
But it does take place in January.
It does? Damn it! Well, what are you gonna make me do? Review Home Alone 3?
No, it's not a Christmas movie. But I can have you review Home Alone 4.
Well, it beats having to watch March of the Wooden Soldiers again.
But March of the Wooden Soldiers is a good movie.
Yeah, till you've watched it 4 times a day. I'm telling you, my family are so crazy, you wonder why they voted for Trump.
Are you gonna review it? Otherwise, I'll have you review 8 Crazy Nights.
No. I'll review your shitty Christmas movie. But first, a little bit of history.
I made my family disappear.
Home Alone is one of the most iconic and well-known Christmas movies of the past quarter century. The idea is simple. A kid is left alone in his house while his family are in Paris, a couple of burglars try to rob the place, and Kevin sets up a bunch of booby traps in his house to fend them off. Simple, but effective. Home Alone 2 tried to expand on the concept by sending Kevin to New York City. While many people, including myself, enjoy the film for being a bit more adventurous, much criticism goes to the fact that it recycles many of the plot points of the original. Even much of the traps from the original are reused here. But regardless of their similarities, these two movies are still must-sees for the Christmas season. Except for the scene where Marv gets turned into a shock skeleton. That shit still traumatizes me to this very day. Home Alone 3, on the other hand, is a miserable chore to sit through. This time it focuses on a kid named Alex, stuck home with the chicken pox, trying to stop 4 bad guys from stealing a microchip. This is a movie that suffers from both overcomplication, as well as some really unfunny stupidity. Alex has no charisma or personality, having 4 bad guys instead of 2 just makes everything a clusterfuck, and the traps range from overly ridiculous to cringe-inducing. To date, it's the last Home Alone movie to make it to theaters. Home Alone 4, directed by the late Rod Daniel, was released in 2002 as a made-for-TV special on ABC, which nobody watched. And why would they? The last one sucked black icicles, so what makes this movie any more special? Even the DVD cover makes me uncomfortable. What the shit horror Krampus is that? Stop trying to do the scream face, kid. You are not Kevin McAllister. Or are you? Let's roll the footage, shall we? You know, it ain't a Home Alone movie if you don't have that slow, cozy opening sequence, which this movie doesn't have. All we get is a rushed 10-second clip of the blue house before zooming right into the real one. Speaking of rushed, say hello to our new family.
Can I go to the movies tonight with some friends?
No. I'm showing a house and I need you to babysit Kevin.
Oh, why can't Megan do it?
Because she has to go to rehearsal at the teen center and you don't have to go to the movies.
I do if I want a life.
You're babysitting Kevin. Hey, where is he anyway? Kevin!
Wait. Kevin? As in Kevin McAllister? You nudnicks wasted an entire 10 years and a whole movie, and now you're making a follow-up to the first 2? Well, this movie came out in 2002, so Macaulay Culkin was in his 20s at this point. Were his parents Traumatized by him going to New York that they condemned him from ever moving out, or... Wait, this is Kevin?
This Christmas isn't going to be any fun.
This little ball of blandness who doesn't even remotely resemble Macaulay Culkin? You've got to be kidding me.
It just wouldn't be right leaving the family at Christmas. I'm sure you understand.
I'm sorry, but when you make Alex from the third movie look more charismatic, you've got a serious problem. So, why is Kevin so down in the dumps? Well, his parents are getting a divorce. Merry Christmas?
Why can't you just get back together?
Honey, we're just gonna have to let that go. Sometimes when people are married for a long time, they get into kind of a rut. You know what a rut is?
Yeah, like when people aren't having any fun and they're really bored.
Kind of like that.
So I guess after 18 years of marriage, raising 5 kids, and traveling from Chicago to Paris, Miami, and New York, things in this family just weren't all that exciting for John Hurd, were they? Oh, I take that back. 3 kids. I guess they couldn't get enough actors, so now Kevin's only siblings are Buzz and Megan. No Big Pete to specify your disease, no Lenny to teach you French, and not even Cousin Fuller for subliminal advertisement. But if you thought Kevin was miscast, Buzz and Megan fare no better, and for several reasons. A, they're complete geeks. 2, they're much too young to the point where I think they might even be the same age as Kevin. And D, Buzz is way too nice.
Do you think he wants to come home?
Aw, Kev.
Let's compare that to the original.
I wouldn't let you sleep in my room if you were growing on my ass.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Brotherly love. It's what puts the ass in Christmas. Anyway, not John Hurd shows up to pick up the kids and tell not Catherine O'Hara sayonara.
When our divorce is final, I'm gonna marry her.
Really? Wow, we've only been separated 8 months.
Yeah, it just happened real quickly. Listen, Kate, I really want the kids to spend a little time with me over the holidays.
You want the kids for Christmas?
Just a couple of days.
Why are you smiling at this?
I want her to get to know Natalie better.
Oh, because she's gonna be their stepmother.
Yeah.
No, just no. Why are you two doing this? Why the hell would any child want to hang out with the chick your dad's been banging? This is not the Peter and Kate McAllister of old. John Hurd and Catherine O'Hara are like the ultimate movie parents. They're living in a giant house with a giant family, and they worked hard to keep them together. When Kevin was missing, Kate wasn't afraid to go out into the world to try and find him. And Peter, well, he would scream at you for spending all his money on room service, that's for sure. But you know what? That's what dads do. These two bozos, on the other hand, are about as intelligent as the robot parents from Invader Zim. Nothing but bolts. So Peter goes to the mansion of his whore soon-to-be wife Natalie to, you guessed it, make out. And speaking of families getting torn apart for selfish reasons, Richard from Alan Gregory is in this movie.
Nice house, huh, Pumpkin?
Sure is, Marv. You sure you don't want to rob it?
My robbery days are over. Look, darling, we're moving up to the big money, all right? The easy money. 3 words, Vera. Kid, Nat, Pig.
All right, I'll give French Stewart a bit of credit. At least he's kinda, sorta trying to do a good impression of Daniel Stern's Marv. But still, shaved face, dark snowcap, he looks too much like Harry. And believe it or not, Daniel Stern was actually approached by the producers to reprise his role, but he turned it down because he thought that the movie was a dumb cash grab. Years later, he would go on to star in A Christmas Story 2. Bushwhacked. Joining Marv is his new wife Vera, played by Missy Pyle. Suffice to say, she is no Joe Pesci. So Kevin is dropped off at the mansion where he meets the unusually kind Natalie.
Hello, Kevin.
Hi, Natalie. I hope you don't mind me just dropping in like this. But my dad did invite me.
Yes, I know.
So is the invitation still open?
And if you thought the McAllister house was huge, this thing is like 3 times its size, with doors, shades, and fireplaces that all move by voice command. And it even comes with its own personal house robot, Eric Avari.
Who are you?
And what $8 million house doesn't have a maid to go with your butler?
Ah, Molly. This is Kevin McAllister, and he's going to be staying with us for a few days. Would you make up the special guest room?
Ah, the special guest room. Right away, ma'am.
I'd be careful around her. She's been known to carry a gun in her umbrella.
Wow! This stuff is so cool! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This is such cool stuff! Oh.
Yep, like I said, this movie came out in 2002, where everything was about being futuristic. All kinds of wacky future stuff, remote-controlled gizmos and gadgets and voice-activated commands. All this stuff was very popular in 1993. I mean, just look at the giant flat-screen TV with surround sound, or the giant remote-controlled recliner chair. Or hey, did you know the TV also has a Skype system? Ho-ho, total 90s swag. And now I'm gonna listen to some totally radical 90s music, man.
Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long.
So what's the story behind this whole thing? Well, apparently the King and Queen of England are showing up or something. So as Peter and Natty go out, Kevin is left at the mansion with Prescott.
What's this thing? A mini elevator?
It's called a dumbwaiter.
Why is it called a waiter?
Because it carries food.
Why is it called dumb?
Because it doesn't speak or ask countless idiotic questions.
Astonishingly, Eric Avari seems to be the only actor in this film who actually kinda gives a shit.
Now, Miss Natalie may have granted you run of her home, but this is my domain, and strictly off limits, understood? Any more questions?
Let me guess, he's the old man Marley of this film, isn't he?
Yep.
Now, copyrighted song! So Kevin is really enjoying the good life, until he spots an old foe trespassing.
It is! It's Marv!
That guy who looks clean-shaven and 10 years younger than he should be? It's Marv! So Marv goes through the house using his own personal remote control, which leads him to the bathroom where Kevin uses the showers to flush the duo out. You know, I was actually disappointed that this movie didn't bother to make a wet bandits joke. Then I forgot, this movie isn't clever enough to make any jokes, so forget about it. Also, sweet Neptune, didn't this trap look like it should have been saved for the grand finale? Why is this being shown a mere 30 minutes into the film rather than right at the end? So Kevin can be caught and yelled at by his parents? What a payoff! Though the plot does thicken when Marv reveals that he has someone else working with him. And when Kevin goes to the control room to check the cameras, he discovers they've been deactivated.
What are you doing here?
Kevin, Prescott is a lonely man. The only thing he has is this job. And between you and me, he hates working here. But to do what you're suggesting...
Then it all makes perfect sense. He hates his job, so he tries to pull off a big heist so he can afford to quit.
I don't know.
Listen, he told my dad I was lying when I wasn't, and he shut off the security cameras. So it can only mean one thing.
And that is?
Marv and his new friend have an inside guy, Prescott.
I think you're right.
I am?
Yeah, you do have an overactive imagination.
Did I mention I'm not a villain?
Oh great, time for some bonding with these two. Okay, Daddy McAllister, what lesson are you teaching your son today?
I didn't leave your mom to be with Natalie, okay? And that just kind of happened later. adult relationships are just complicated. Sometimes when two people get married really young, like your mom and I did, you just end up feeling kind of...
You missed out on some things.
Yeah. I mean, just because you grow up on the outside doesn't mean you want to stop having fun, enjoying life.
Then why can't you enjoy life with Kate? You two aren't that old, so you still have plenty of years ahead of you. How does marrying another woman improve anything? Is it for sex and money? Oh God, it's for sex and money, isn't it? You seriously chose sex over your family? Is sex and money more important to you? I mean, why the hell would you even think that? Duh, I've been married to your mom too long and now I'm bored. Hey, look at that sweet honey over there. I wonder if she has money. Hey, baby cakes, look at me. I'm single. And don't tell me it's because they didn't love each other. That's horse shit. I've seen the first two movies, and they're right as rain. Hell, there didn't even seem to be much animosity between them at the beginning of the movie either. So, what's the deal, Joker? I mean, how do you think my dad would react? Hey, Dad, want to make a cameo? No! I'd say he reacted pretty well. So eventually, the McAllister, Natalie, whatever, have a giant party for the royal guests. Also invited are Marv and Vera. Kevin has a complete freak out, but Prescott tries to shut him up. You know something I've noticed about the villains in these movies? They only appear to have one sense of direction, and that's straight ahead. A lot of Marv's injuries could have been avoided if he had actually looked down at where he was stepping. Maybe he could have avoided the nail, the ornaments, and the giant hole in the floor. Did Prescott really have to enter the freezer where there was clearly no one inside it? So basically Marv and Vera are planning to kidnap the prince and hold him for ransom. They test their trap out by sticking Vera in a bag and dropping her out the window.
Door open.
If any of you women were offended by this scene, I don't blame you. It was pretty stupid.
Kill him!
Huh, those must be those futuristic non-spill pots everyone was talking about. I guess those were the prototype. So Kevin gets in trouble yet again and is sent to his room. The less I talk about Peter and Natalie, the better. But cracks in their relationship do start to show, especially after Natalie refuses to watch It's a Wonderful Life with him. Probably because it isn't in French. Anyway, the next day they have to leave to pick up the royal family while Kevin is, you guessed it, home alone. Actually, I'm sorry, he's not home alone. He has Molly and Prescott with him. This movie title is a complete lie. Knowing that the burglars are on their way, Kevin begins defending his fort. His first objective, lock Prescott in the basement.
Oh, boy, am I glad to see you. The kidnappers are coming, but this time I'm one step ahead of them, and I locked their accomplice in the basement. Is this a perfect plan or what?
It would be, dear, except for one thing. Prescott is not their accomplice. I am.
Hey, Mom.
Holy swerve! Not only is Molly their accomplice, but also Marv's mom? Who would have guessed? Also, why the hell would you just reveal that you're the villain? You couldn't just pretend Prescott was in cahoots the whole time? So Kevin is locked in the basement with Prescott. And of course we get that classic Kevin befriending old guy, having a 5-minute conversation with him, blah blah blah. He then sends Kevin up the dumbwaiter to stop the bad guys. Now, I've seen traps where guys get covered in paint, cement, glue and feathers, heads set on fire, and even a guy farting lightning. But these are the lamest, most watered-down traps I've ever seen. For starters, there's only about 4. One of which includes Kevin using a recording device to edit a message where it sounds like Marv is insulting Vera, causing her to slap him.
Marv, honey, you in there?
Shut up, Vera.
Okay, I'm just trying to...
Shut up, you moron.
Hey, I'm no moron, you jerk.
Shut up, you bag.
Door open.
Like, what's the point? You had that giant waterfall at the beginning, and this was what you had to follow it up on? What a rinky-dink movie this is. I'm sure the entire budget went into renting this friggin' mansion. Everything else probably cost maybe $10 worth of material. So eventually the family show up, and Marv and Vera try to escape, only for Buzz and Megan to take them down. And it's that one time that I'm disappointed that the families didn't try to stop the wet bandits. But you know what? It's 2002. This movie does not need to exist. Who gives a crap? And so the movie ends with the bandits getting arrested, Peter finally reconciles with Kate and decides not to have a divorce, and Kevin uses his magic remote control to make it snow. So that was Home Alone 4. What did I think of it? Oh, this is what I thought of it. Ah! This movie is bad. Really bad. Say what you will about Home Alone 3, but it is a masterpiece compared to this shit. The acting is horrible. The characters are miscast. The traps are weak, and the writing is atrocious. There is not a single likable character in this movie. From Kevin's repellent cuteness, to French Stewart's overacting, to Daddy McAllister's absolutely disgusting motives, it's just an unpleasant film to behold. To think that the director of Teen Wolf actually thought what he was filming was a faithful adaptation. I know there's another Home Alone movie that came right after this, and from what I've heard, it's better, but I'm not going to bother with it right now. If I want to watch Home Alone, I'd watch the original, not some stupid modern-day imitator trying to continue a now dead trend. So a bag of coal and a happy hardcore headache to Home Alone 4. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Merry Christmas, Happy Festivus, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you all in 2017. Peace out.